Get these men to the other flank!
Right, sir. I need 5 men!
The Krag Jørgensen rifle. This was the first smokeless repeating rifle standardized by the United States military. It was also adopted by the militaries of Denmark, and of course Norway, where the firearm was developed by Norwegian firearms designers Krag and Jørgensen. In America, the weapon is often referred to as a one-war gun, mainly referring to the importance of the gun during the Spanish-American War of 1898. But it was also used in the Boxer Rebellion and the Philippine-American War as well. The rifle also saw some very limited use during World War I with engineer units, but its frontline American service life was only around 12 years, from 1894 to 1906. During this time, 500,000 Krags chambered for 30-40 Krag ammunition were built in America at the Springfield Armory. Starting in 1903, the Krag would be phased out by the popular and famous M1903 Springfield rifle. Almost as a testament to how the 1903 made the Krag a forgotten weapon, Hollywood armed Japanese soldiers with them during the World War II production, the Fighting Seabees. The Krag is best known for its unusual receiver and connected side-loading magazine. There is no box protruding below the stock of the rifle, rather the ammunition wraps around the bottom half of the bolt. The magazine holds 5 rounds. To load the rifle, you open the side gate and drop the cartridges in one by one, though there were also speed loaders developed for doing this. The rifles were built extremely well, and in many variants. The bolt action is considered to this day one of the smoothest actions of any military rifle. The biggest downside of the rifle and its ultimate demise was the fact that you can't load it using a charger or stripper clip like most bolt-action rifles. This was actually thought of as an advantage at first, as it would conserve ammunition. In fact, most variants of the rifle even have a toggle mechanism to prevent chambering rounds from the magazine. This is to encourage loading single rounds after each shot. The upside to the magazine was that it could be topped up as needed without raising and retracting the bolt, which can put a rifle temporarily out of action. Another advantage is that cartridges can be loosely dumped into the opening of the magazine with no real concern for careful placement. Once the magazine door is shut, the cartridges are forced to line up correctly, so even a stooge can operate it.
Are you sure you know how to handle that gun?
Are you kidding? That's the front end, that's the back end, this is the gimmick you pull.
No!
The Krag was considered the best available rifle for the American Army on adoption, yet during the Spanish-American War, the Spanish, and later Filipinos using Mauser rifles, had a distinct advantage when reloading using stripper clips. Despite this, the Krag was a significant upgrade for America during the conflict, when single-shot Springfield trapdoor rifles could still be found on the front lines. The importance of the upgrade is highlighted in the Rough Rider series, one of the only major productions to cover the Spanish-American War in Cuba.
But Theodore, we will not get to Cuba unless we have Krag smokeless repeating carbines.
The 2 largest productions following the subsequent Philippine-American War are Heneral Luna and its sequel Goyo The Boy General, which also heavily feature Krag Jørgensen rifles. After the conflict, America would soon ditch the Krag, but the Danish and Norwegians continued using the rifle amongst others into World War II. With improved ballistics using their native rounds, both national variants obtained muzzle velocities over 800 meters a second, better than many World War II contemporaries. Watch for the rifle's Danish use in the movie April 9th, and Norwegian use in The King's Choice, both excellent movies. The Krag was further used in limited numbers by the Boers during the Boer War and American forces during the Boxer Rebellion. Sadly, the one major American production covering the Boxer Rebellion, 55 Days at Peking, does not feature any Krags or even Lee Navy rifles. You can see the use of the Krag in The Wind and the Lion, which is inspired by the Perdicaris affair, which brought American naval power to Morocco in 1904. The Navy was using a mix of M1895 Lee Navy rifles and Krags at the time. World War II would see the Krag's last significant use as a military rifle, which includes some minor use by the German army, which seized Norway's arms industries during World War II. Germany used the rifles for troops in auxiliary roles, so it's actually not too much of a stretch to see German prison guards using the rifle, as frequently shown in Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan. Hold it! Separate! No talking!
After the war, the rifle continued manufacture for civilian use in limited numbers up until the mid-1950s. They remain highly praised and collectible rifles due to their smooth action.
Be careful with that thing.
You got nothing to worry about. I unloaded it, see?
Alright, I'm Johnny, thanks for watching. If you feel like supporting the channel, all you gotta do is watch another one of my silly videos. Take care, and have a nice day.